Hello, everyone. And today's message is do it for you. So, I'm going to talk to y'all why. Of course, I have to do some mom things. Getting things in order is always a task, as well as just, making sure the house is pretty much in a good space to at least function throughout the week. And so I did laundry the other day and now I'm folding it. I got to get better at actually doing it when it is freshly out. But yesterday I kind of ran out of time because we had a lot to do yesterday. A lot. So here I am doing it now before I go get the boys from school. And I'm not going to lie, on today's Monday, I really just set the intention. Is today Monday? No, today's Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I really set the intention because Monday I did a lot of groundwork. I was running all around town and trying to get things in order for taxes. Trying to get things in order for tax season, and my last payment came today, so that's good. And I did have a client today, but they ended up wanting to reschedule, so that was also really good. So I actually got to take a nap today. I got to eat and take a nap, and that never happens, so I'm appreciative for that. But there are some things that I want to discuss. I have officially resigned from my floral designing. And the reason why is because I was like, I'm going full hard into my own thing. I can't not do it anymore. I can't sit here and pretend that I'm happy and I'm showing up for others when I'm not even showing up for myself consistently on what I truly want to do. I already told you guys in the last video that I did supplement my income before deciding to transition. So do have that. However, it's literally just enough for the bills. It's not over the top or anything like that. So you still have to work. And something that I'm realizing, I know that in social media, the whole play of, this soft life era, live your soft life. I know in social media, like the whole soft life era is a thing, or it's glorified. And while it does have its perks and it is truth to it, the ultimate truth that I feel like a lot of people are missing is you still have to put in action in the work in order to get to a place of softness. And the softness is simply just being able to leverage your skill, your time for money. That's the softness. That is the trick of the trade. What do you have that is of value or that someone else can use as an asset? And I think that it's very important to talk about that because I think about 2 years ago, and I'm not saying, that other methods don't work. But I remember that I was very heavily into digital marketing and it did work. I did see a return. However, it was more so the people that were very successful in it were leveraging another from what I saw, majority of them, if they did not have their own business, they were leveraging asset of somebody else's already pre-made, prefabricated, pre-existing successful business and garnering a percentage. So basically, they were already helping someone else continue to leverage their business. And there is nothing wrong with that, because helping people is always a plus. You always, that's how you're going to win in life. How can you help others? How can you be of an asset to others? And how can, you allow yourself to be of value to others and be beneficial? And what do you have for them to gain with? And that's what I learned. So I was like, it doesn't matter what you pick, Jocelyn. It doesn't matter what you pick. And I'm a creative person. So I went for everything. I, you know, I've started off with my artwork. For people that have been following me, I've started off with artwork, which I still continue. I've just taken a break from it. I reached great success with that. Then I went into the numbers and did accounting and everything. Had very good success with that. Then I went into like managerial and I had great success with that. So it was like everything I did, I had great success with it. Even coming into floral design, I use my creative gifts and skills to leverage, not knowing anything about it, to learning it, being teachable, but ultimately having that backing and that skill. So my message behind, the first step in being an asset and finding what your value is, or finding what you bring to the table, is what are you good at? What are you good at? What can you speak about freely that can bring help to others? What can you sit here and talk about that can help others in any type of way? Do you know how to make the best cookie recipe? Well, if you're an expert in that, you can make a business off of that. You can be successful off of that. You could leverage off of that. You can talk from recipes to the baking chemistry. You can talk about the best blends, the best the best combinations, the best decorations to go on top of cookies, the best events to have cookies for. Like, you could really just expand. And so what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you pick, as long as you pick something and you stay consistent with it and you allow yourself to really, just flourish with it. And I feel like now I'm at a time where I've done so many things. I have so much knowledge and expertise in so many different areas that now I can teach others, or now I can help others. Just be able to figure out what their oomph is. And I think that's the most rewarding thing. That's the most rewarding thing now for me. So, yeah, you're not lost. If you feel like you're lost, you're not lost. If you feel like you can't continue, trust me, you can. Oh, awesome. It just takes this moment of stillness, and it just takes this moment of time and reflection to sit and honor where you're at, honor, the space that you're in. And hey, my favorite, pen and paper, get it out, write it down, talk about what you like to do, what brings you interest, what are you good at, what would you like to further your knowledge in. I know for me, even though I have found where I bring value and what my value is, one of the things that I am pursuing now, to be able to continue being teachable and continue learning, is I'm going back to school in order to get my doctorate, as well as go to school for some completely different which is neurology, and I'm very excited about it. I haven't fully decided on neuroscience, but an aspect that excites me about it is the fact that all of the things that I have been in, I have had to switch and change my mindset over the years. And so it's really allowed me to dive deeper into more self work, not just self healing, but self knowing. And a part of that comes with, basically the brain, the mind, how it works. And that's something that just really makes me happy and thrilled. So that is something that I'm pursuing. I would love to hear what you guys are pursuing, what you guys have going on and everything, because at the end of the day, nobody has it figured all out, but we can figure it out together, right? And everybody's plan isn't going to work for every single person. You have to tailor it to what works best for you. And that's just something that I wholeheartedly stick beside, because were made differently. We all learn differently. We all see things differently. We all have different perspectives. But it's very important to know not only who you are, but know your power. And that is why I am bringing back Overcoming Limiting Beliefs workshop, and we will be attending that workshop in March. We will be doing that workshop in March, and so I'm very excited. Or in March, we're also doing the 30-day positivity mindset shift challenge. And if you aren't familiar with that, I will make sure I click the link, or I link the videos below, so you can go ahead and you can start going through that to shift your mindset and help get you in a great malleable state in order to, really change your life. Had I known that that was going to be the start of forever for me, I would do it over again. But I didn't know it at the time, and I'm very happy that it just transpired in the way that it did, and it really came out of struggle and strife and trying to find my value and really exemplify my worth to myself. And I was so exhausted doing it and coming up with it and sticking to it and being consistent, but it was so worth it, because you go through all the emotions, and I think a lot of people try to bypass the emotions, and I want to stop you right there. It's always going to be an emotional roller coaster when it comes to life in general, but definitely when it comes to pursuing your dreams and to come with terms of that soft life, that ideal reality that you want to achieve. It's going to be gruesome. It's going to be painful. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to be disciplined every single time, because what's different about entrepreneurship when you go into it, a lot of people think, oh, you can make your own money, you can make your own schedule. It's fully relying on yourself, not having excuses on, oh, well, you can't blame anybody. If anything goes wrong, it's on you. If you don't make X amount, that's on you. And it's being fully accountable, it's being fully responsible, but it's also being fully aware and, disciplined, committed, resourceful, all of the things. Deciding to quit my 9 to 5 to pursue this was a very conscious decision. And it wasn't the fact that, it wasn't necessarily the money. I think just knowing that I was capped without any type of benefits played a part. However, it was more so the fact that, like, how am I truly helping and impacting people? How am I, being able to really walk every day and be like, I help X amount of people and I really, benefited from them reaching success? Like, what was the drive, the why? The why at a 9 to 5 for me was like, to pay bills for my kids. But the why now is not only to, like, have a lifestyle, but also to do it in a way that I'm proud of, that I can show my kids, it's good to help people. It's good to be the change that you want to see. And to it's good to rely on yourself and be strong enough to rely on yourself. And, some days are not easy. Some days are not easy. Today was one of those days. The beginning of the day was not easy, but it's the longevity, that's going to be rewarding. It's the longevity of knowing that I'm creating something, that the foundation is sustainable, that it's rock solid, that it's not going anywhere. It's the foundation and the legacy that I'm leaving behind, and that I'm allowing to outlive far past what I'm able to, see. And I think that is the most important thing. So I appreciated talking to you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, or how can I help. And I will see you guys next time. Stay purposeful.